freedom of speech.
One of the most significant advantages of democracy is the freedom of speech, provided you don't hurt others' sentiments, don't provoke people to perform harmful acts or influence the crowd negatively, and if you are respectful, productive, lawful, etc. I'm sure there are other restrictions. Where's the freedom then? That's right, you don't have the literal freedom of speech, but a sense of the same. But hey, as long as you believe you do, you do. A tall order understands this and uses it to control the crowd without raising suspicion. There are a few countries that still openly snub people's common interests. Example, North Korea. Well, how dare they not let people speak their mind? Oh, hold on. Is there an actual difference between dictatorship and democracy regarding freedom of speech? Well, dictatorship does not back the principle supporting the freedom of an individual or a community to articulate their opinions and ideas without fear of retaliation, censorship, or legal sanction, whereas democracy does. Well, apparently. Have you heard about Osho Rajneesh? He was a spiritual leader who founded a town populated by his followers in the US. He eventually gathered the homeless crowd who, along with his followers, voted unreservedly for him when he stood in the local elections. His popularity threatened the government and he was dealt with. But just to set the record straight, I'm not affiliated with this sex guru. Well, the moral of the story is that you are allowed freedom of speech as long as it doesn't threaten the ruling body. You are also allowed to exercise the other phony things I mentioned initially. However, those usually mean a disruption in the general population, which is highly favored by the government. It wants you to be tangled in such non-existent affairs so that it can do what it does best, hoard the resources. While you protest for women's rights, gender equality, racial discrimination, etc., the government pretends to care. Your busyness is in their favor, and yours too. After all, you feel good about using your freedom of speech for a great cause. Not much changes in the big picture though. One problem is replaced by another and the overall happiness score balances itself out. Because there is a difference between holding an opinion and saying what you want. The conflict is cavernous if you offend someone exercising your right to free speech, especially in the workplace. So, have you recently said whatever was on your mind? If you question the status quo, read my books to get another perspective. Democracy is another ruling. It cannot exist the way you dream of it, but go on and delude yourself. It is all about controlling resources and misguiding agendas to manipulate the masses. Taken from All Kal None, Sack of Surplus Part 1. Speak your mind, my ass. It was not an honest encouragement, but a trap to see inside me. No one wanted to know what anyone truly felt. Taken from I Subscribe. Thank you.